The Matterhorn is probably the most iconic mountain in the world.
It has a shape that looks like a pyramid.
Standing high at 4,478 meters.
The Matterhorn is a very nice mountain, but the Matterhorn is difficult to climb.
The most beautiful thing you could possibly see. The Matterhorn was climbed on the 22nd of July, 1871, by a British female mountaineer called Lucy Walker from Liverpool. It's a lot more accessible now for female mountaineers in the mountains. Still very dominated by males, but I feel like the more females that go out there and do it, they inspire other females. So as time goes on, you'll probably start seeing a lot more females conquering these big mountains. My name's Olivia Jane. I'm a mountaineer, climber, and a Mammut ambassador. I grew up in Zermatt as a child, spending a lot of summers out there with family. My family had a business out there in Zermatt. A lot of my childhood was playing down in the valley and walking into the centre of Zermatt. It's just a very beautiful part of the world. Wherever you are, the Matterhorn is always in view. The chalet that I spent my time in was, the window was there and then the Matterhorn was there, so I'd wake up and it was there. So it'd be the thing I'd wake up to and the thing I'd go to bed to, and just seeing it on a daily basis. So beautiful and so iconic, and it looks different to any other mountain. Being around it has definitely made me really passionate about wanting to climb it. I'm retracing the footsteps of a female British mountaineer who climbed it 150 years ago.
What do I know about her? I know that she was the first lady who climbed this mountain, and that in these years, 150 years ago, that all the men were actually not happy that also now the girls start to climb.
For somebody to do it back then, and not even in the kit that we can wear now, I mean, it's completely different, isn't it?
She had climbed it in a long dress.
They didn't know exactly how it should work, that these ladies go up with their skirts to climb that with the crampons and everything, so it was quite a step. The gear was really primitive. They had the shoes with the nails in it.
Look at the rope. I mean, you know what we use today. It's so thin.
If you compare that today, it's completely something else.
Super exciting to follow in her footsteps. Just to know that she conquered this 150 years ago and that I'm going to be doing it in honour of her is super, super cool. With the Matterhorn, it's quite a bit of climbing, so being strong on the upper body is super important. I have been altitude training in an oxygen chamber, which is really cool. And then my endurance is just helping with my altitude, so power hiking up mountains and running up them and doing some different rock technique. Moving as a two on the rope, glacier trekking, just to keep our endurance up. I try not to overthink it, because if I overthink it, then I'll worry. So I'm very excited, I feel strong, I feel ready. We have been here for a few days now. It's a pretty weird summer. Everything's a little bit colder here in Zermatt.
Conditions on the mountains are not good at the moment. We are here since end of June, and we could climb the Matterhorn in good conditions on one day so far.
With there being a lot more snow on the Matterhorn, it is leaving us in a situation where we don't know if we can climb it.
Normally we say, as long as you have to go with the crampons already up to the solway, the conditions on the Matterhorn are not good.
Zermatters, the guides, will just decide in the end if we can and cannot climb. All we can do now is just hope for the best. So we arrived at the hut to find out that the conditions are still really bad and it's not possible for us to go up.
At the moment, the problem is also if you are too late, then the snow gets very, very soft in the afternoon. And then the crampons doesn't hold anymore. And then it gets very dangerous. We still say this is a mountain who you go for climbing. It's not a snow mountain.
We'll still spend the night at the hut and we'll still be beneath the Matterhorn and we can experience it. Zermatters, the guides, they have the final say, and obviously their priority is to keep me safe and the guides safe. I'd like to climb it, obviously, but I wouldn't want to put myself at any more danger than it already is. Yeah, it's pretty gutting, considering all the training I've done and preparing myself for this, but alpinism and mountaineering, that's just something that happens. Mother Nature is unpredictable. The mountain's not going anywhere. It's, you know, I'll just have to come back another year and try it again. I've just got to wait for a good weather window and yeah, I will be here and conquering it, like Lucy did. She was an incredible woman. Just to go up there, not having all these precautions in place, but just doing it anyway, and yeah, and in a skirt, yeah. I've learned a lot more about it and her through this project. It's such an epic project.